Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Second and 8 coming up. Once more, here's Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Herbert now. A solid stiff arm. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. They find some open field here. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
To about the 26 here.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. out of the gun. Eckler running it. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A give, Eckler running to the right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. DeAndre Carter back deep. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Up the middle with Eckler. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, Herbert caught by Allen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, give him another one right back to Allen. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Xander Horvath taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 46 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here.
Dang, I thought you got the ball. Dang, I forgot you got the ball first. Crap.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Hurts gets this to Sanders, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Jack Stoll from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th-quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now it's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Herbert off of play action. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going on the ground with Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Eckler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Point it after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
I ain't gonna lie, that was close. Man, I ain't gonna lie, that just scared me.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Into the hands of Sanders, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Throw here is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He'll look to throw. That swung out wide to Sanders. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He is not even caught on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind him in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
19 right. Back 60.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Going over reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You go with a quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 6 yards on the touchdown run. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there, they ran it in.
Bro.
And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. The Charger drive about to get going. First throw in overtime for Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
You're not a woman. You get let behind the scenes of, like, what it means to be a woman. Like, you get to see, like, beautiful women behind the scenes. But more importantly, you get to see her nightly routine, right? This is like a special moment for a woman to let you into this vulnerable moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, all her makeup come off, she take them lashes off and all that bullshit. She got a little nighttime fit on. It say pink on the booty, you know? The eye in the ear been living in them cheeks too long. It done rubbed off a little bit. But that's what make it lit, though. I'm a dance. Pink. That booty be jiggling around the house. And you sitting there looking at your woman, and you taking in her natural essence. This is her. This is who she really is. And you like, wow. She didn't even know you looking at her. You know, she off guard. You just looking at her like, damn, this kind of ugly a little bit. You get let behind the scenes of, like, what it means to be a woman. Like, you get to see, like, beautiful women behind the scenes.
These little young dudes around here, they are scary, you know. I was at a gas station the other day, and some young dudes were sitting in the car, and I know they was talking about it because they was laughing. I was like, what the fuck is fun? As soon as I walked back, because I had some braids in my head, the mother was like,